Welcome back to the mini city of Bricklington. Last video we added these market stalls in the front of Bricklington, which add a very nice pop of colour against the grey. And in today's episode, I want to bring our attention over here. We're going to be adding a new building. Here are all the parts laid out, and based on these, can any of you guess what this building's going to be? Now this building was designed by ChristRomans, and you can find it on Rebrickable. I'll pop a link in the description to it below. Building reveal in 3, 2, 1. It is the Botanic Gardens. Now if you've been following along with this channel, you'll very much know that I absolutely love green spaces and anything botanical related. It really adds life into the city, so I'm super excited to be adding this building. There's quite a lot of open space in this area, and I kind of want to keep it that way. That's why I think this building will be perfect here, because we can add some plants and really make this feel like a garden. Now we could just place it there, but I actually want to try something different. Bricklington doesn't have any buildings that are on an angle. Now it's quite common in real cities to find buildings that aren't always in a grid structure. So I want to try and break the grid with this building here and see if we can come up with something that will allow it to be placed on an angle like that. My first thought was to use these pieces, but I only have one in green, so that's not going to work. But we do need to find something that's angled. Then I remembered I have a lot of these tiles that are triangular shaped, left over from when I did my background. So I think we could use these. But before we can start laying any tiles or anything to hold this in place, I need to fill in this big gap here, or at least part of it. So let's do that first. Okay, now that we've got that area filled in a little bit more, let's go ahead and put the Botanic Gardens back down and see what we're working with. I'm not sure yet whether to put it on the right hand side or maybe have it closer to the middle. Probably a little bit further this way. So maybe like there or so. We can see what it looks like with the tiles around it too. I've got the most light grey and dark grey tiles, so we're going to be using these, and I think it will work and like look intentional because the pathway is already in those two colours, and I might alternate them or something. So the idea here is to have it sit between the tiles, since we can't tack it down unless I use jumpers, but then that I think will raise this up too high. So if we sort of just lock it in place with the tiles, I think that should do a pretty good job. So I'll leave a stud gap there for now, and we'll see how many we have left. Oh, but if I do that, these two are nicely lined up and the others aren't. So maybe that doesn't work. I don't know if this will be the final solution because it can wiggle a little bit. Yeah, at least like this, it's got a defined area. So I think I've finished with the tiling, and I have changed it just a little bit. I put the triangle tiles close together without leaving a stud gap, and then sort of made a wee path out the front with the same two grey tones that we have here. They're just with 1x1 tiles and some quarter rounds, and I continued that slightly on the sides. I'll just lift this up to show you that the front here and the back and a little bit of this inside have all been tiled off in a very similar way. Now again, annoyingly, it doesn't fit perfectly. I think it's like half a stud difference, but I'm not too sure what to do about that. So for now, I'm just going to push it up to the front here and leave it like that. This corner is a little bit of an eyesore, but I'm hoping that when we add some more flowers and trees, this will sort of get covered up and you won't really be looking at it as much. I've already prepared a couple of trees and some plants. I do have a video coming out about these, so I won't show you how I've made them in this one, but in a future video I will show you how to build some of these trees. I've made a couple of similar orange trees and also a green version. Now I think I can make a few more of these, but I've got 3 for now. So I'm thinking one of these trees would be great for hiding this corner. So if I put it there, like that, you can't really tell that there's a gap behind it that's not like covered, because the foliage of the tree and the tree trunk actually hide it. So I'm going to go ahead and do all the fun stuff and add some flowers and trees. So I have a few of these, and I thought it would be cool to come up with a gravel road design leading to the Botanic Gardens. So this is what I came up with. I think that looks awesome. We've got a little path running along here, some flowers, trees, and it really feels like it's made for this area. But we have one final touch, and that is another tree about there. Now I will probably add more, flowers around the path and also on this side and behind the Botanic Gardens, because that's just bare at the moment. But I think we've made excellent progress today, and so this is where I'm going to end today's video. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to see what happens next. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.